Standing up for yourself is not selfish. Hello, all you beautiful souls out there in my social media family. How are you doing today? My name's Chris, and I'm here to help you find your happiness. In today's video, I want to talk about a subject that a lot of people have a problem doing, and that's standing up for yourself. Now, we get into relationships, whether it be in an intimate relationship or with friends or coworkers or even family, where it gets to a point where we don't really feel like we want to stand up for ourselves because we think that we're being selfish. Now, that is one of the things that I really, really want to drive home to you today is that standing up for yourself is never selfish. One of the things that I was explaining to a client just yesterday is that we have to understand that we must take care of ourselves first. We must fill our own cup of love, cup of knowledge, cup of acceptance, cup of respect, right? And until we do that, those are things that we're not going to get from somebody else. And this is exactly what I was explaining to my client. I asked her these three questions. How can you expect anybody to love you if you don't love yourself? How can you expect anybody to respect you if you don't respect yourself? And lastly, how can you expect anybody to accept you if you don't accept yourself? Right? So these are things that we really have to understand. And when we are standing up for ourselves, we cannot feel guilty about doing that. It's very, very important to understand that if someone's trying to make you feel guilty for standing up for yourself, right? For not allowing somebody to do something that is at your expense, right? It is not selfish. It's actually a sign of self-respect, of self-love, right? And in order for that other person to respect us or love us, we have to be willing to stand up for ourselves. It's extremely important. Now, if you're like me in the past, one of the problems that I had was feeling that selfishness, right? And I remember whether it was with my ex-wife or whether it was with a girlfriend or even in friendships, right? And even more so with family, it was very difficult for me to stand up for myself because I didn't want to feel like I was letting somebody down. Now, one of the things that we have to understand is, and I said this earlier, when somebody is asking you to do something that is at the expense of your emotions, okay, or is at the expense of your well-being, that is not okay. That is not okay for that person to be expecting you to put yourself down or put yourself in a place that's not making you feel comfortable. So again, it is not selfish to be standing in a position where you want to stand up for yourself. It's okay to say no. And that was one of the things that I had to learn the hard way, right? Through my experiences, I was always put myself second to everybody, to my ex-wife, to my, my mom, my dad, my sister. And what ended up happening is it got to a point where because I wasn't respecting myself and I was letting them walk all over me, right? That's exactly what they did. And they had no reason to stop because I allowed it, right? So it got to a point where they didn't respect me. They didn't have that love for me in the way that I wanted them to because I didn't have that respect or that love for myself. So the first thing that I want to tell you today is to make sure that you have enough self-love, enough love for yourself, okay, and enough respect for yourself to be willing to stand up for yourself when it is something that you are not comfortable with. If it's making you feel uneasy in any which way, go with your gut. Follow your gut. Your gut is never wrong. All right, everybody. I hope that you like this video. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. And please, please share this with somebody who you think might benefit from it. Because we never know when the right words from the right person will find somebody at the right time and help them find their happiness. Also, please join me on my Vibe Tribe group page. I share a lot of exclusive content over there. And it's also a safe place for you to be able to share if you're seeking advice on how to handle a solution. There's a lot of really great people in that group that can help you do that. Also, if you want to reach out to me specifically, you can send me a private message over there on Facebook, and we can go ahead and schedule a phone call with you so that we can work with you on your specific issues that you have. All right. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, I love you all. Namaste.